Hey guys, how's it going? So today I'm going to be doing a video on my new truck. This is going to be my 2023 Nissan Frontier S King Cab. So this is the new truck. It is four-wheel drive. It's got the 310 horsepower V6 in it with the 9-speed transmission. This truck makes 286 foot-pounds of torque, and it can tow up to 6,700 pounds. So this is the outside. I wasn't really a fan of the color of the truck. I would have rather preferred it to be white, but I took what I could find. And now this truck was actually, it had a few options to it from the original owner that had this truck. They pre-ordered it and they got a few options on it. Now the first option is the option that I could not find a Frontier S with, and that is a bed liner. These trucks do not come with a bed liner, so this truck actually had a bed liner from the factory. It was ordered from the factory with a bed liner. It's got locking tailgate. You got your rear view camera, and it's got a soft opening tailgate. As you can see, this bed has probably never been used. Literally, this bed has never been used. Like I said, I did buy this as a used truck. It is a 2023. It doesn't have too much miles on it. It's got the rear parking sensors and the blind spot warning. So if you are going to back into something, if you're backing up and you might hit something, the truck actually stops itself so you don't hit anything. Another option this truck has is it has an extra step, so you can step on here to make it easier to get into the bed, which is a cool option. Like I said, four-wheel drive. I mean, it is a 2023. It's only a year old, so it is a pretty clean truck. Coming over here, it does have a protector there, so you don't scratch the paint with your nails. This truck has keyless entry, and it has the Nissan intelligent key, so it is push button start. As you can see here, it is a half king cab, so it does have the clamshell suicide doors, whatever you want to call them. The back, I mean, I didn't really buy this truck because I didn't really buy it for space. I mainly bought the king cab because it comes with the 6.5 foot bed, whereas if you get the crew cab, you get the small short bed. I plan on putting a camper shell on this truck in the future, so that's why I went with the king cab. I never ever have passengers ride in my back seat, and if they do, well, then I can just use my four-door vehicle, so it doesn't matter. But you still get enough space here. It's not too bad. Right here I have the factory floor mats, and then it has the main floor mat for the back. You get a cubby right here on this door. Now I did put these on here temporarily to protect my nice seats because they are in new condition. I threw those on there until I can get some real nice custom fit ones from Amazon. I actually picked these up. I got these brand new from the Facebook Marketplace. These are the factory all-weather floor mats for a Frontier Pro 4X. They came with the rear ones too, but this isn't a crew cab, so the rear ones didn't fit, but all I needed was the front because it is winter's going to be coming up soon, and it's going to be snowing out here in Albuquerque. So, coming to the glove box, you get some insurance and registration, obviously. I still have the, as you can see, the 2023 Nissan Frontier owner's manual, and it is still brand new, factory sealed. Yeah, I kind of thought that was cool. I'm guessing some more extra lug nuts. And then we got this right here, which this is a replacement cap. Something for about the rear camera, I guess. The rear backup camera. Who knows? But I thought that was cool that the previous owner never even opened up the owner's manual. And I probably won't even open it, because you can connect this truck to the Nissan app, and you can digitally view the owner's manual from the Nissan app. For some reason, it doesn't let me remotely unlock this truck from my phone for some reason. I'm not sure how that works. We got our infotainment center. We'll go over that in a few minutes. On the doors, you get a cup holder here. You get your unlock and lock and power window on the passenger side. It looks like this is kind of carbon fiber type. Some people said this is a speaker. This is not a speaker. We have your mid-range right here. And then up on the dash, there's a tweeter up here. These look like it looks like this has some Hankook tires on it. Was these Dyna Pro? Not a bad tire, I guess. These are brand new tires. Here's another look at the front of the truck. Looks very nice. You can put your front license plate there if you wanted to. I do like the new emblem. That looks nice. The Frontier's got facelift in 2022, and it definitely made them look nicer. On this side, we got our window switches, power windows, power locks, and this you can turn off the power window on the passenger side. Got a cup holder there. Got our mid-range on the door, and then of course we got the tweeter on the dash. This is the driver's side. Over here you get another storage pocket, and then over here you get another storage bin there, which is removable. This is removable, but yeah, it's got two circles that you can turn on the inside in there, and you can remove that if you wanted to for more space. Of course, you got your jump seat. There's enough room for back here. You probably wouldn't want to ride back here for more than an hour, I'm sure. But it looks definitely more comfortable than a old Ford Ranger. That's for sure. These seats feel a little better. And for those of you that are a viewer of my channel, yes, I still have my 99 Ford Ranger, in case you guys are probably going to ask. Now this is a manual seat. Like I said, this is the S trim. It's not an SV. It's just a basic S. So you can use this to lift the seat up or down. This is to move the back forward. So we have our 4-wheel drive here. This does not have heated seats. This is where the heated seats switch will be. This is where your heated steering wheel would be. This does not have a heated steering wheel. This is for your parking sensors to turn them off and on. We get USB-C and USB-A. Both work for Android Auto. This does have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. On this side, this is your warning announcement that the truck makes. When there's a vehicle on the side of you and you turn your signal lights on, the blind spot monitoring will beep at you if someone's on the side of you. We have our hill descent, which not all of these base S model Frontiers have. Only some of them do. And this actually has it. There's a bunch of other Frontiers that I looked at that were S models, and they didn't have this, and they didn't have the bed liner. Traction control. And then on the new Frontiers, they put the e-brake back down here. On the previous generation, they still had the e-brake right here. Over here we have our basic storage. This does not have a 12 volt right here. The SVs do. Storage here, we got our cup holders there. And then we got more storage down there. On here, we have our radar cruise control. So the truck, if someone pulls out in front of you while the cruise control's set, the truck will automatically slow itself down or speed itself up. So yeah, this right here, you can control your distance. Over here we get our radio controls. We got our volume. This you can change the station with. You can change your source. And yeah. So let's turn this on. Actually, let's just start it. I did put some miles on this thing since I bought it. This thing does have ice cold air conditioning. So using this button here, we can go through our menus, our off-road menu. It does show this truck is a little crooked, which I am kind of sitting a little tilted. I am on a hill. That's cool if you're doing some off-roading. Auxiliary gauges. Right here we have our transmission temp. And we have our battery voltage. Over here we have our oil pressure and our oil temp. This side right here is our oil temp. Oil pressure, I believe this is probably a dummy gauge. I never see it go any lower or any higher. Fuel economy, it says I'm getting 24 miles per gallon in the city. We can of course view our radio station from here. This does have Sirius XM, which is cool. Driving aids, and that's about it. For driver assistance, we have lane departure, blind spot, emergency brake. Like I said, if you're backing up and you are about to hit something, the truck will literally stop for you. So this is you can't mess anything up. You can't purposely back into something because the truck won't let you. And parking aids. I'm not sure what driver attention is. Meter settings. So you can adjust what to see on the main selection, on the main menu. Eco drive report. Every time you shut the truck off, it shows your gas mileage. The welcome effect. Vehicle settings. Rear door alert lighting. turn indicator, 3 flashes. Oh yeah, and also this does have auto lights, but also it has auto high beams, which I love, because when you drive in a pitch black road, if you drive down a pitch black road, the auto high beams automatically kick on. Alerts, timer alert, vehicle maintenance, and of course you can have the truck remind you when you should change your air filter and battery and all this stuff. And it looks like that's about it for settings. So if I turn it off, as you can see, it shows the best of our gas mileage. Now for the infotainment system. This truck actually does have a good sounding radio. We'll turn that off for copyright. I'm sure YouTube will probably flag me like they usually do. Sources, we got AM, FM, USB 1, USB 2. We do have Bluetooth audio. We do not, I do not believe this truck has wireless CarPlay. I don't think this has wireless CarPlay and wireless Android Auto. But if you do plug your phone into the one of the ports here, you will get Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. I would demonstrate that, but my audio will probably not work on this video. It'll probably be weird or something. But yeah, Bluetooth audio. On the settings, we have connections. Of course, you can connect your phone to it. Sound. Now, this thing does have a really good sounding system. This does not even have the Fender system, but this still sounds really good. Of course, you can change your clock if you want to. You can customize the home screen if you want to. And that's about it. Others, you can change the display. System information. But yeah, here's the home screen. You can dim it here too if you wanted to. But that's about that. And then over here we have our 9-speed automatic transmission. It does have manual shift, so you can move it up or down. And of course it does automatically lock and unlock itself. And that's probably about it, really. I have taken this on a small 2-hour trip. What I like about this truck is you can do about 72 miles an hour and the RPM sit at about 1700 RPM. And if you're just driving in the city with this 9-speed automatic, it at 40 miles an hour, this thing literally sits at 1000 RPM. So this truck does get really good gas mileage. I know a lot of people say that these don't. Well, mostly the crew cabs, because the crew cabs are a lot heavier. But this King cab, I gotta say, it's actually getting better gas mileage than my 1999 Ford Ranger 3-liter. This also does have lane departure. So if you're not driving in your lane, this steering wheel will start to vibrate to let you know that you're not driving in your lane. And I think that's about all the stuff I went over with. Of course, this is 2023 and you still don't get a mirror on your visor. We do have another dome light up there. Otherwise, this truck, the interior is still pretty clean. Up here we have our camera for the front of the truck that controls your lane departure, blind spot monitoring, and your radar cruise control. We do get a 12 volt there if you need it. I'm using that to use on my Garmin dash cam. So let's pop the hood and see what's under the hood, which is conveniently right there. Also, on all Frontiers, the rear lights are LED, and I believe the license plates come stock with LEDs. This particular truck has LEDs for the license plate lights. Of course, you get your tie downs in the bed. If you would go with an SV trim, you would get LED lights in the bed, and you would get a power inverter, but mine's just the base S model, so I don't get any of that. I just get tie downs, and this does not have the Utilitrack system in it, but I believe you can add it. Well, you can add the Utilitrack system. I'm not sure if it will work with this bed liner, if it will go over it. I'm sure it would, because this is a factory Nissan bed liner. Coming over to the front, if we pop the hood, if I can do it one-handed. What's nice about this truck is you don't need any prop sticks. It has hood struts on it. So right here we have our VQ 3.8 liter V6, which is a quick engine, I gotta say. This truck is just as fast as my 09 GT Mustang. Like I said, 310 horsepower. For torque, I believe it's 286 or 281, but I believe it's 286 foot-pounds of torque. Yeah, it's a really good engine. It is timing chain driven. However, the water pump is driven by the timing chain inside the engine, so if you ever need to replace your water pump, you basically gotta just do a whole timing job and just might as well replace your timing chain and stuff since you're there. From what I've heard, what I've heard is these water pumps actually don't fail. They can last 200,000 plus miles, which I'm sure at 200,000, 250,000, by that time, you probably wouldn't mind doing a timing job on this engine anyway. This truck does have hydraulic power steering, surprisingly. Most trucks have electric power steering. Now, I was looking at getting a Tacoma or a Ford Ranger, but of course the new Tacomas only come with the 4-cylinder turbo, and so do the Rangers. And, to me, for longevity, I'd just rather have just the good old naturally aspirated V6 engine, which the only mid-sized truck left that offers it is, of course, the Nissan Frontier. Nissan is still going to make the 3.8 liter VQ engine in the brand new 2025 Frontiers. I didn't know they were going to change up the new Frontiers, or else I would have just waited. Oh well. Of course, on the base model S's, I guess they didn't finish painting your firewall. As you can see, the firewall is just primer. All of them are like that. I was looking at a red one, but honestly, it blends in with the black. Doesn't matter. This engine does use, of course, it's like the Tacomas with a 3.5 liter. It does use 0W20 oil, so we'll see how long that lasts. Of course, it uses the new 123YF Freon in it. I'm not a fan of the rims. Of course, I'll upgrade the rims later on down the road when I pay this thing off. I do not owe much on this truck, so it should probably take about 1 or 2 years to pay off because I don't owe much on this thing. I put like 80% of the cash down on it. This truck was $30,000 and I put $21,000 down on it, so I only owe, I think it's like $12,000 left on it with a super low payment, which isn't bad. Now, like I said, I would have rather preferred a white, but these, if you want a base S model, these trucks only come in black, white, red alert, or the gunmetal gray. Honestly, I kind of think the black looks better than gunmetal gray. So, yeah. Like I said, I just went with this one just because it had a few options from the factory, and that was the bed liner, the extra step, and of course, like I said, not all of them come with your hill descent. Alright, and I think we went over everything on my new truck here. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think about it. I still need to, of course, do a video on the Ranger for you guys. Oh yeah, and for the base model, you actually do not get power mirrors. They're manual mirrors, so you still got to adjust them with your hands. Which, oh well, I'd rather have power windows and power locks than power mirrors. But, yep, that's going to be about it. So, thank you guys for watching. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think on my new Frontier to the channel. I mainly bought this because I needed a new travel vehicle. And I do have, like I said, this truck can tow 6,700 pounds. I do have plans in the future of getting a small RV, probably like something like maybe a 13-foot trailer. This truck does have a tow hitch on it. It does not have tow mode though, but you can add tow mode. This is where the tow mode button would go. Which the wiring harness is there, so all you gotta do is just take this off and you can buy the tow mode button off Amazon and just stick it in there, and then you'll have tow mode. Otherwise, I guess if you tow with this, you could probably just use manual mode if you really needed to. But yeah, this truck is pretty quick, and man, driving up hills, driving on the highway up steep inclines, this truck does it like a breeze. Let me tell you, this thing does not struggle. Alright guys, thanks for watching.